Welcome back, lottery fans, and welcome to part 4 in the Pick 3 Lottery Basics. Hopefully you've been able to catch the last 3 videos in this series. If not, definitely go ahead and check them out. The links below are in the description. But today in part 4, I'm going to go over some typical terms you might actually hear once you really start getting into playing Pick 3 lotteries and you get into some of the communities and some of the fan forums and stuff like that. Or watch some of these YouTube videos that I put out or other people put out. These are some of the typical terminology you might hear people talk about. So I'm just going to go through some of the basics and then describe what they actually mean. Some of these words may be foreign, some of these you might already know. But hopefully to cover just the basics. There are a few more of these, and maybe I'll do another follow-up video with some of the more rarer terms that you hear, but these are the main ones that you might actually talk about. So first you have a rundown. I know I talk about rundowns quite a lot, and I see them in forums all the time and in Facebook groups. People always talk about doing a rundown. So what exactly is a rundown? Well, a rundown is basically just a lottery strategy that is applied to a set of numbers. There's multiple different types of rundowns, and all it basically does is you'll take a set of numbers, be it the latest lottery results or some kind of analysis that you've done on some numbers, and you'll apply either a pattern to it or an algorithm to it, and basically come up with what you might want to play for your next numbers. So that's all it really is. It's just a terminology used for the calculations that you do to determine what numbers you want to play next in your lottery. And you can definitely go ahead and check out some of my other videos where you'll see lots of different rundowns and types of rundowns that I actually show you how to do. Next up, we have a Dream Translator, and I've talked about this a couple of times. It's very common, very popular in some of the older players that use the lottery playing. Certainly, a lot of the Facebook groups talk about these kinds of things. And basically, the Dream Translator is something that will take either a dream that you've had, something, some subject from a dream. Maybe you dreamt about fast cars, or maybe you dreamt about money, or something like that. Or it will take something that you see in everyday life. Maybe you had a flat tire, or maybe you saw a black cat or something. And what you can do is you can type in the words into a Dream Translator, and it will return back the lottery numbers that word actually represents. There's actually a very good Dream Translator on lotterypredictor.com. It's completely free to use, so definitely go ahead and check out that if you're interested to see what a Dream Translator does. Next one up is Mirror. And mirror is, I get a lot of questions about mirrors, also not a lot of questions about flips as well. Mirrors and flips are generally talked about in the same kind of thing. People are always asking, what are the mirror numbers? Well, the mirror numbers are basically just a set of numbers that you can apply to your numbers that, for a better lack of terms, mirror that number. So for example, if you had the results 135, the mirror number of 135 would be a 680. All it is basically it's very simple. It's just a layout of the 10 possible numbers, and the number that, if you were to mirror those numbers, what number you would play instead. And the reason people use mirror numbers is they've done some analysis on various different results, and quite often they'll see in their state there might be a period of time when mirror numbers are popular. For example, you'll have a result 135 come out one day in the evening, and then in the midday the next day they might see the mirror of that number, the 680. So playing mirror numbers and playing flip numbers has become a very popular thing to do with the Pick 3 and Pick 4 lotteries. Next up we have following numbers. So following numbers, you'll often hear people ask questions in various forums and groups like what follows 678, or what follows 473, or something like that. Basically what follows the result that just came out. And all follows is basically when you do the historical look back on numbers and do some analysis on numbers and number patterns, what are the numbers that are most likely to fall, or what people think are most likely to fall next in the next few lottery drawings. So for example, you may have someone ask what follows 1, 2, 3. And a lot of people might answer with different numbers. For example, they might say, 836 follows 1, 2, 3. And this will also vary from state to state. Different states will have different follow numbers generally, but there are some common patterns as well that happen across. Next up we have triples, and triples are very popular, primarily because in most states the triples, when they come out, actually pay a little bit more than regular regular box numbers, so they're very popular. And there's something aesthetically pleasing about seeing a triple come out in the lottery results. So always creates a lot of conversation when triples are hitting. And all the triple is basically when the same number comes out in the lottery results. For example, you might see 111 come out or a 222 come out, and that is what a triple is. Next up, we have a pet number. When I first started playing Pick 3 lotteries, I couldn't understand for the longest time what a pet was. Everyone else kept saying, I'm playing my pet, I'm playing my pet. And I was thinking, oh, are they playing the name of their dog or their cat? Are they playing something else? And then all it turns out to be is it's a number that someone really likes. So they go ahead and play it all the time. It may be something that is, for example, your birthday. If your birthday is, for example, June 1st, you might play 601 all the time. It is your pet number. Basically, that number is your pet. And there's an interesting acronym that just is coincidental, actually. PET is play every time. So not only is it your pet, but you play it every time. So the acronym works pretty well as well. And finally, we have a group hit. And a group hit basically refers to if you're in a group of people that like to play the lottery all together, and I do this on my channel as well. You'll notice we do some group videos here. It is when someone comes up with a set of numbers that everyone in your group will play. The idea being that when you play those numbers together, if one of those numbers hits, then you're all celebrating together because you all won together. It's always nice to win when your friends are winning at the same time, because then you can all celebrate. So that's what a group hit is. It's when you all get together, play the same numbers, and you go ahead and hopefully win all at the same time as well. So that's it. Hopefully this made some things a little bit clearer for some people that are new into playing the Pick 3. So when you go into the forums and when you go into the Facebook groups and you see this kind of thing being talked about, hopefully it's a little bit easier for you to understand some of the conversations that are going on. You can jump into them and join those conversations. All right. Thanks for joining. Part 5 will be coming out soon. If you like this video, please definitely give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the other videos that are coming up. And definitely check out some of the other videos on the channel as well. There's a lot of great information, a lot of great rundowns in there as well. Good luck, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.